Hi, I'm Raleigh Demas, and I'm the Internal Audit Director for the Assemblies of God. And today, I want to talk about 5 things every pastor should know. And so we've subtitled this Accounting 101. Pastor, I know you didn't go to Bible school to get a business degree, but when you run a small corporation or a large corporation like the church, you do have to know a little bit about finance and accounting. So let me just give you 5 tips to remember as you lead your church. The first one is a formula that I want you to try to remember. Accountability plus transparency equals integrity. And I know, Pastor, you want to have integrity in your finances. Well, that takes 2 components, accountability and transparency. Let me tell you what I mean. Accountability is having at least 2 people involved in every transaction. Pastor, if you are involved in the finances, I want you to let someone else look over your shoulder. I don't want you to manage those finances all by yourself. Be accountable to someone else. That means, Pastor, you get to empower your church leadership to speak into the church finances, whether that's your board or your executive team or your district leadership. But whoever it is, let someone else help you with the church finances. And the second part of that formula is transparency. That means when we spend money, it's transparent. We're not hiding what we do from other folks. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone in the church has to see the books, but it does mean that when you and the church leadership have decided to spend some money, that it's documented, and that it's in the records, that it's written down in some financial records, and that when we go back in time, we can see that transaction. That's transparent. And so even though you might have been accountable, it's still there for historical purposes. So if you have accountability and transparency in your finances, you'll have integrity in your finances. Number 2, let's use some financial software that's built specifically for churches. Now, QuickBooks is a common software that many churches use, and I don't have a problem with QuickBooks. But consider some other software that has been built specifically for you, with you in mind. Software that uses the church lingo, software that can help you track your families, the names of your members' children, where they serve, what their giftings are. This kind of software, whether it's financial or donor management, can help you do wonders with your financials, because you want to pull data from your financial system. And so if you got some reports that are designed for churches, it'll help you in your business. Number 3, consider outsourcing your bookkeeping or your payroll or your accounting if you don't have the appropriate skill set or you can't find volunteers that have the right giftings. Like I said, you didn't go to Bible college to be an accountant. So bring people around you that have those skill sets. And if you can't find someone right around you, whether it's some businessmen or businesswomen in the church, then outsource it. There's plenty of bookkeeping services that will help churches that even specialize in churches and nonprofits. Because IRS rules can be complex, they could be confusing, and the last thing you want to do is get in trouble with the IRS. So get some help if necessary. 4th, I want you to prepare and review monthly financial reports. I've walked in some churches and I said, what do you use for financial reports? And they say, well, we just get a tally of this week's offering. That's not enough to manage your organization. Remember, you want to have a plan for your finances. You want to have a budget for the whole year. And so you need to know where you are in relation to your goals. So an income statement that tracks your income and your expenses, a balance sheet that tracks your assets and your liabilities, a cash flow statement. These are all normal financial reports that organizations use. And so I want you to do more than just track your offerings each week, but use a complete financial report to help manage. And then lastly, number 5, segregate duties. Segregate the financial duties. It goes along with that formula where we talked about accountability and transparency. Segregating your financial duties brings accountability to the process. It means 2 or more people are involved in every transaction. So, I don't want just one person counting the offering. I want 2 people counting the offering. I don't want one person involved in writing checks and signing checks. I want 2 people involved. So one person writes the checks, another person signs the checks. When you have 2 people involved in every transaction, there'll be some accountability and there's integrity in your finances. So Pastor, I know that you may not be an accounting guru, but with these 5 points, you'll do well, you'll have success in your accounting.